All right. Good evening, everyone. I am so happy to have, excuse me, we are so happy to have everyone on the call this morning. We're so excited about this patching party, and we're so excited about our senior presidential director, Marcy Preble, who is going to be presenting today and giving you some amazing information. So put your seatbelt on because you are in for a treat today. So,
Oops, sorry. Oh, unmute yourself, Denise. I'm sorry, something happened. You're in for a treat today, and we are in for a treat today. It's going to be so much fun. There you go.
okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, absolutely. We are definitely in for a treat. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have some giveaways and just just get yourself ready. With that being said, I'm going to bring on the line our amazing senior presidential director, Marcy Preble. She is just one of a kind. That's all I can say. So
Wow.
take it away,
Well, thank
Marcy.
you. And thank you so much for having me tonight. So this patching party is going to be a lot of fun. It's experiential. You're going to learn about our light technology. You are going to hear stories. You are going to have a chance, if you are a guest, to win a free 10-day supply of this technology. And I'm at the end going to answer any questions you could possibly have. So I think you are going to very much enjoy this entire experience. And let me go ahead and mute one more time. And with that, Denise, if you could get a piece of paper and a pen, and maybe you'll be in charge of the raffle. You could collect the names and put them in a little baggie, a little hat, whatever works for you. But if you are a guest tonight and the patch found you, please put your name in chat because you will have the chance to win a free 10-day supply of this technology. And after you hear us talk about it, you will understand why you want to win it. So go ahead and put your name if you are a guest in chat. So why are we here today? Well, the patch found you just like it found me 5 years ago. And I want to show you a picture of me because I think a picture tells 1,000 words. And if you, Denise, could put this website in chat as well, it's called startx39now.com. That's startx39now.com. That is the website that you're going to go to later tonight and do your own research. But right now, I'm going to go there just to show you a picture. Because, like I said, a picture really does say 1,000 words. So we're just going to show you a picture right now. And this is what I look like. I was diagnosed in 2017 with stage 3 fast growing cells of the breast. It was really advanced, and I did a year of chemo, radiation, a double mastectomy, and I think something else. But anyway, you can see that I was, after a year of treatment, I was in pretty bad shape. I had no eyebrows. My face was full of steroids, and I did have some hair because I wore this thing called a cold cap all year, which was pretty awful as well. Can you imagine putting ice on your head for a whole year? So that's where I was. And I was looking forward to the time now where I could just repair and get better from all of this treatment. Well, I got a phone call right about when this picture was taken. And they said, Marcy, we're so sorry, but you're in the 1% where some of that fast growing cells is still under your skin. I was pretty devastated. And it's at that time that my good friend, Dr. Rhonda Donahue, who's big in regenerative medicine, came to my house and showed me this technology. I'm going to tell you the story in a moment. But right now, I just want you to see that the only thing that's the same on me are my glasses. Everything else regenerated. Well, in 2023, I got new glasses, and they're the same ones that I have on today. So, what happened? Well, my girlfriend came to my house with X39 and she knocked on my door. And she said, Marcy, I found something. She said, you know, I've had a clinic in Costa Mesa, California for 30 years and we're in regenerative medicine. I live in California. And she said, we regenerative doctors have been studying light, peptides, and stem cells. And I found a technology that has all three of those in one that I really think can help you. So you know what she did? She opened up her little package and she gave me 10 of these. Wasn't that nice? And then she opened one up and she says, you see, they are sticky. They stick on you. And I said to Rhonda, with all due respect, I'm dying and you are giving me Band-Aids. And she said, Marcy, it's so much more. You see inside, that's organic crystal. And it has amino acids, sugar, salt, water, and oxygen. That's what makes it. It's made in David Schmidt, the owner's company, medical grade lab. And that organic crystal is in a perfect lattice, those ingredients, to form a reflector of light. I said, Rhonda, reflector of light? Whose light? What are you talking about? She said, you see, we radiate a low-grade infrared light off our bodies. We know that's true because have you ever seen the military guys with their night goggles? What are they looking at? They're right, Gia, they're looking at your light signature, your infrared light signature. So we know that's true. She says that when you put this patch on, it reflects your own infrared light back into you. The big word is called photobiomodulation, or it is light making change in your body. And then she said, we've been studying light. We now use red light sauna. We use cold lasers. We're using red light, green light, blue light to fix skin. We're using e-stim machines for muscles. It's all light. And she said, and this light elevates a peptide. I said, what's that? She goes, it's all about peptides now. They're small chain amino acids. And when they work really good together, they heal your body. This patch elevates a peptide. You might want to write this down if you're new. It's called GHK copper peptide. And that peptide acts like a communicator to your stem cells. It's like a telephone. It calls your stem cells up and it says, hey, stem cells, let's start to work like you're young again. And your stem cells say, okay, that sounds great. And they start working like young stem cells again, like when you were 10. And why is that important? Is because young stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. I thought that sounded really pretty cool. And I said, well, why do I need them again? Because I'm not a doctor. And she said, well, how old are you? At the time I was 52. Today I'm 57. You know what she told me? She said, well, you're old. That's why you need them. She said, you see, your stem cells went dormant, half of them, when you were 30. 50% went dormant. They're not dead. They just quit working. And by the time you're 60, they all go dormant. So you need them to act young again so they can repair you. I said, okay, that makes sense. I said, well, I still don't really understand stem cells. She said, how about I tell you the story of stem cells so you can understand better? And I said, okay, I hope I can tell you this story. This is what she told me. She said to me, you have babies, right? I said, yes. So I'll ask all of you, raise your hand if you had babies or grandbabies, or if you, oh, there you go. Yeah. And even if I don't see your hand, you raise it to yourself because I'm going to take you down memory lane right now. Okay. Do you remember when you gave birth to your babies or your grandbabies and how soft their skin was? How soft their hair was, those little tiny feet? How fresh they smelled? I'm telling you guys, our babies were all stem cells. They were constantly in regeneration when they were born because you see, stem cells are the only cells in your body that can differentiate into any cell. So stem cells made that baby. The stem cells made the baby's head. Then it said, let's make the heart. Then let's make the little fingers and the little toes, right? Now the baby is born. The stem cells downregulate. They can't make another head, but what they do is they repair and regenerate that baby up until about age 30, right? So I had a little boy named Luke, or have. He's not so little anymore. He's like 23. But when he was 3, I was pushing him in the swing, as all us mothers do. I pushed him too hard. He flipped out of the swing. I felt like such a bad mom as he gimped all the way home. But you know what? The next day, what happened? He was fine. His stem cells already regenerated. Now, fast forward to age 20. Do you guys remember having gray hair or wrinkles when you were 20? No. Right? Remember that, Shirley? No wrinkles, no gray hair. Do you remember feeling at age 20 that you could do anything? Purpose, passion. Oh, you went to dinner with your girlfriends, to the movies, out dancing. You were up, going. You didn't even really think anything about it, right? You were just young. You didn't even know what it felt like to feel not good. Now, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. By age 30, we've lost 50% of our stem cells. By age 60, almost all of them. Now we start having all these issues. We get tired. We don't want to go out anymore. Oh my God, I got to go to bed. It's 8 o'clock, right? Or like I had fast growing cells. Was it blood issues for you? Was it cholesterol? Was it blood pressure? Was it sugar issues? Is it that lower back pain that goes all the way down to your feet? Is it that arthritis that is killing you? That is age-related issues because our stem cells aren't regenerating. This is what Dr. Rhonda told me. Kind of made sense. She goes, if you put this patch on and you could activate your stem cells to work like they're young again, wouldn't you want to do it? I said, I would. Wouldn't you want to regenerate? Because stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair, and the army starts marching. Don't you want it to march again? Like when you were young? And then she said, listen, 1 month for every decade you are old, and that army will start marching. It will fix what you need to live first, and then to what you feel. That made sense. She said the only rule is 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. She said you could wear it right below the back of the neck or under the belly button, but your whole body's light, so any spot will do. Just 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. She said you can even pop the spot with a lot. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, if your shoulder hurts, put it there. If your knee hurts, put it on the knee. If your colon hurts, put it on your stomach. It's okay. The only rule is 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Now, the owner of the company has been around since 2004, and he has about 10 technologies. And at the end, I'll tell you about a few of the others. So I just want you to remember that every patch has its own 12-hour clock. And you can wear more than one on your body. You can wear some from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and some from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's all good because we're light. And light is very flexible. So when she gave me the 10 after she explained it, I said, I'll take that, please. And I started wearing them. 12 on, 12 off. Well, the first 2 days, the taste of chemo metal came detoxifying out of my mouth. Day 5, my skin got super soft. My collagen came back. And by day 10, I just felt happy again, like I had purpose. And I don't know about you, but I thought I was going to die without fulfilling anything. In fact, I'm going to be totally honest. When I thought I was dying, I didn't even know what my purpose was. And that was very sad to me. And then I heard, this is your purpose. Oh, wow. Was that ever loud? And so I called Dr. Rhonda and I said, I don't know what you just gave me, but I think we're supposed to share this with the world. And she said, okay. I go, let's make a list. She said, okay. And today, in 5 years, we've helped over 125,000 people heal. And I'm really proud of that. And for myself, you see, I've had reoccurrence 3 times since 2017. So I'm tricky. So I have an oncologist still. And I go every month. And he said, Marcy, you know, you're kind of a miracle. I said, what do you mean? He goes, do you know you've been in remission now for 4 years? So that was really exciting. 4 years of remission. So with that, that's my story. And I would love to know if anybody else on this call has a story that they would like to share. Denise, did you want to call on a few people that maybe would like to share their story? Or should I just ask someone to unmute that would like to share? And you have to unmute yourself to talk, honey.
You know, Gia has a very good testimony, and I know she's on the phone, and I'm putting her on the spot. But Gia, go ahead and share your testimony with everyone, how you had migraines. Tell them your story.
I can't wait to hear it.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Um,
Hi.
I started LifeWave June the 8th. My auntie Pam, who's also on the call, she invited me to the podcast at not the podcast, the patching party at Miss Denise's home. And that day I had a terrible headache, and I've been suffering from headaches for years. And this particular day, they patched me up. I think she put the brown one, I think, over here by my temple, and then I think you did. I don't know if you did this side or this side, but no, it was like, I think it was the brown one here, and then it's like clockwork. You have to do it, and it did not work right away for me. But by the time I got home from 4, because we did it like 4 in the evening, by the time I got home by 6, my headache was completely gone. So I did call them. I let them know, and I've been patching ever since then. And my skin is better. I even tried the SP6 due to Miss Darcel. And my weight has been, I've been seeing inches pretty much in my weight, my skin. And I was kind of grumpy, depressed. I've suffered for some things. In 2013, I was in ICU for a blood clot that I had. And so I've suffered from depression pretty much, a lot of my days. And I must say, I'm more positive. I've been doing my affirmations, and I'm pushing this product because I see a change in myself. And
Oops. Oh, hold on. We muted. Hold on, Gia. You said you're using this product because you've seen a change. You're sharing the product because you've seen a change in yourself. That's where we lost you.
right. So I see a change in myself, and I just want to push it because when I hear you're doing this God's way, this healing is from the inside. It starts because at first, it might take a little time, but you really start seeing a change. And so I've been getting my friends, I've been asking everybody, hey, I want you to get on, not just do it, just try it at least for the first 30 days or what, if you can. And so I've been pushing it, and I've been telling everybody about it. So that's my testimony. I'm still new, still going at it. And I got what, the X39, of course, that's our flagship. I got SP6, I got glutathione. I love glutathione, oh my God, because that helped with a lot of the toxins that's in your body. I love that. The XP6, that's for weight loss. What else I got? The Aeon, that's for like inflammation. So I got them all.
I
Pretty
love
much.
that. I
I
love, so
do.
she's talking about X39 stem cell. I think you were talking the ice wave for the headache. She
Yeah,
got
that's
it,
That's
that's
she
right.
charged
that's
out the pain. Ice wave is a 2-patch system, brown
mm-hmm,
where it hurts, and then white like 3 inches away or around the clock. You can just kind of tell
right.
the pain goes away. And
Yeah.
glutathione is one of my favorite too. It just pulls all the yuck out of your body, virus, fungus, mold, bacteria, all the toxins. And I have to say, your skin looks good.
Thank you so
You
much. Thank
glow.
you.
You really do,
Thank
you
you. Thank
glow.
you.
And,
Yes, you
and
do.
mental wellness is really important. Like, people don't always understand what
Ooh,
depression can do. It's no joke.
it's true.
So I love that the X39 and Aeon, those really help with brain inflammation and brain repair. So and the toxins can sometimes cause mood issues. So I can totally see where those patches are really working for you. SP6 is going to control sugar in your blood. So really good for sugar issues, cravings. The other one you might want to try at some point is energy. This is my new favorite. White on right. I don't even know I have it right there. White on right, tan on left, right there on my, and what that does, you burn, ladies, an extra 600 calories a day. I'm no
Okay.
joke. And it activates your mitochondria, so you have energy, and it moves your lymph system. So it's been one of my new favorites. So anyway, but thank you so much for sharing. This is what a happy day this is for you and for us. I'm so glad Pam shared with you.
Thank you, Auntie Pam.
Thank you, Auntie Pam. Do we have another story? Does somebody else want to share? And Denise, maybe you could call on folks that maybe would be comfortable. And Denise, are you there, sweetie? Are you there?
Hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. There you are. We may have lost you for a minute. So I'm going to ask, what about Guinevere? Would you like to share your story?
Hello. Good evening,
Hi.
everyone.
Good
Um,
evening.
yes, I've been going through since surgery of September 18th. I can't even remember. September the 18th. But evidently wearing those patches, I stopped taking my pain medicine after 3 days. I didn't need it. And I think from wearing that X39 and the Aeon, that my body healed pretty fast because I was listening to Miss Denise when she was saying how the patches help to speed up her healing after her surgery. So I think that's what happened to me, because my skin within 2 weeks had started burying the staples. And when they took them out, they missed some. He said, well, wait a minute, we don't usually have anyone with their tissue growing over their staples like this. So I had to take another x-ray, and yes, ma'am, didn't they find that they had missed some in, because my body had healed over them. So I do not, and my patches are here where I can see them, and my husband loved them. That knee patching protocol for that Aeon and that glutathione, and now we put the X39 on top. My husband go out there and do what he has to do. Today he got on his knees because the ground was wet and pulled weeds in front of the yard. Do not let those patches sit there. And yes, I am sharing them. So I'm hoping these people, their mind will open up and say, wow, something different happened to me. Okay, what did I do different? Oh, that girl shared those patches with me. So that's what I'm looking for. So thanks for allowing me to share.
I love that. Well, X39, Aeon, and glutathione just eat away pain. Like those three really work. I learned just recently that glutathione helps with pain too. And Dr. Stacy says X49 does really good at that too. So I'm like, huh. Well, and of course the ice wave. So there's just some really great patches out there. And isn't it fun when you see your man like back in the yard working when they used to hurt so much they couldn't even bend? I mean, that's like when the people we love start acting young again. I mean, you're gonna be like, hey, let's go out, That's fun. Oh, Denise, are you back with us?
Yes, I'm back, but I'm not, it's saying that my video has stopped and I
Oh,
don't know how to
it
get it
has
back.
stopped. Let's see if I can ask it to come back. We're fine. I just asked you to start it again. If you're on your phone, you have to go to the bottom of, there you are. You did it.
Oh, really? Okay, because I don't see it on my phone. I'm on my phone, which
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
very seldom
Sometimes
do.
you have a hard time seeing. Sometimes you just have to swipe your phone across once to see yourself too. The phones can be
Oh,
a little tricky, but we totally see you right now. So
okay.
we're good. So now that you're hearing the stories, if you were a guest, you're definitely going to want to put your name in chat to win your free 10-day supply. And I thought maybe we could ask Jotisha, are you there? Would you like to share your story?
Hi, Marcy. Yes, I'm here.
Hi.
Yes, I can share my story. Well, I was suffering from chronic back pain for about 3 years. And I was introduced by the lovely Miss Pam in November to the ice wave. And actually, at that moment in time, I used the ice wave for a bad shoulder, my right shoulder that I have. I hurt myself working out years ago, but it still agitated, agitated me. So she put the ice wave on my shoulder, and I went about my day it just like I just completely forgot about the pain because it was like gone. It was gone. So I started using the patches in November of last year. I actually started it was on Thanksgiving Day, actually. And 3 days later, it's something about that third day. 3 days later, I woke up about 5:15. I jumped out of bed, which I never do. I usually roll out of bed, but I jumped out of bed and I was like, oh my God, I don't feel any pain. My back does not hurt. It was the most amazing thing. And I went to the bathroom and I quickly called my daughter because I looked in the mirror. You get ready for for your day. You wash your face, brush your teeth, all that good stuff. And I noticed that my face was like really soft. It was really soft. And I called my daughter. I texted my daughter. I was like, "Yo, I feel so good, and my face is soft." And she was like, "Well, let me tell you about the SP6 because I lost like 6 pounds in like a week." And I was like, "Yes, like so." It's just amazing. And I even used the patch for my dog because my dog tore his ACL. And the vet told us it was going to cost us over $2,000 to for him to have a surgery. With really no guarantee that it would help him because he's so active. He was only a puppy. He's only 2 years old right now. And he cannot sit still. So after my 12 hours of using the X39, I decided to put it on him. And after that third day, it's something about that third day. With that third day, I opened the back door that morning so he can go out to use the restroom, do his thing, and he flew out the door like on all fours and not with that back leg like up. And it was the most amazing thing. So that is my testimony.
Wow. You know what I think we can hear is that we all have different things that it helped us with. Gia with her headache and let's just be honest, her symptoms of depression. Yeah. Jotisha with all of her pain, but yet also her skin started looking gorgeous. Me with fast growing cells, Guinevere, all that good stuff changing in her body, all that pain gone. And I guess I'd just love to ask one more person, Pam. It sounds to me like you're the sharer of all. Why are you sharing with all these people? There must have been something amazing that happened to you. What is it?
Hello. Hi, Marcy. Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. But Jotisha and I drive a school bus and we're up and down the stairs all the time throughout the day. And I feel that in my knees. I feel it. And I put the ice wave on and within 90 seconds, whoa. I just ran up and down the stairs. I didn't even realize what was going on. And I do that still now, but I don't have to have them on day by day by day. I'm good for a good 3-4 days. And I just feel great. And my energy has shifted. But kids today are different than when I started 32 years ago. However, it does not bother me. What they do behind me, I do what I need to do, but it doesn't bother me. My energy is different. I'm like happy, like it's a happy patch to me. X39 and that Aeon, those are my best friends. Those are my buddies, and I just feel amazing. I am so grateful to Miss Denise calling me about this, sharing this with me, and we gotta share with the world. I grew up in a medical household. My dad was a doctor and my mother was a nurse, and both of them passed away in their 60s. They were so busy taking care of everybody else and not necessarily themselves. I gotta help others. My dad was a pharmacist too. Things are different now than back when he was, around for that. And I'm not on any medication. My blood pressure is different now. I'm not on any medication. I feel amazing. And I just ordered the SP6 the other day, so I should get it probably tomorrow. Yeah, she got to lose weight before the holidays. So I'm excited. Thank you, Marcy, for everything.
Welcome, Pam. And you may want to try the energy with the SP6. That thing is no joke for you. For losing weight, those two together, it's insane. And I have to say, Were you guys all surprised that she said she's been driving a bus for 32 years? Because you don't look like you could even be the age for driving a bus for 32 years. I mean, just saying. Oh, you're muted. But I mean, you look like you're like 45. Like, that's insane. You're 53. You must have started driving a bus when you were a baby.
We're 5 years
50
apart.
That's my niece. We're 5 years
We're 5
apart.
years apart.
You guys
Yeah.
are related too. You two are related.
Yes, that's my niece. We're 5 years apart.
You guys are a family affair. That's
It's a
great.
family affair, yes. And we're going to get the other part of the family in too. But yeah, I'm 53. I got to
Wow.
get off those people bus, Marcy. So
I
this
know.
is going to free me.
I know. Yep. And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm coming to Atlanta in January. So this is going to be fun. We're going to have a fun time together, everybody. And let's ask one more. This Shirley, you're such a big smiler. I've never met you, Shirley. What's your story? You're just so pretty.
Well, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share. Let me get my, oh, looks like I have makeup on. I think that's my filter. But anyway, orange lipstick. How about that? But anyway, my niece is laughing at me in the background. I didn't think I was going to look like that. But anyway, let me just tell you real quickly. I want to really thank Genevieve Banks Giles for introducing me to this technology. Genevieve talked to me last year and kind of gave me an intro, and I said, yeah, but I didn't try it. And then in I guess it was January, March, she started talking to me again. And in June, I finally said, okay, I'll give it a try. And I was having problems with my shoulder. So not knowing how the patch would work, I said, okay, I'm going to try it for my shoulder. At the time, I didn't know that the patch was smarter than I was giving it credit. But anyway, so I put it on and I wore the Aeon and the X39 for 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, when the patches were all gone, something amazing happened. Not to my shoulder, but I have suffered from neuropathy. I never told anyone about it. I just suffered in silence. And that is painful. If you know anything about it, it is kind of like walking on broken glass, hot broken glass. It hurts really bad, and especially at night. And to my surprise, the patches were very smart, and the inflammation was reduced and the pain went away, and that started my journey back in June of 2004. So I am a newbie to this technology, but every patch that I have tried has definitely worked its magic. It's just really just done the work in my body. I have used the SB6 and I'm seeing some results from that again in inches, and my appetite control. I love the energy enhancers. And I put that energy enhancer sometimes on the bottom of my feet, just as a little backup, and it works there as well. So everything that I have tried all of the patches that are licensed for us. I don't have animals, so I haven't used the AccuLife, but I've used all of them and I absolutely love them.
The
So
energy
that's my
on the
testimony.
bottom.
Thank you for allowing me to share.
I love it, Shirley. Does the energy on the bottom of your feet help with the neuropathy?
It does. It does. And when I put it on, especially in the morning when I put it on, it just seems like I feel it's like a burst of energy. It's kind of cooling. It just has a different sensation than wearing the X39 and the Aeon. It has a different sensation. So sometimes I would just put two of them, the tan and the white, on the same foot. And that helps me tremendously. And I'll just alternate from one foot to the other.
That's amazing. I never thought of energy for neuropathy. And I've never heard it explained like you just did. Feels like you're walking on glass all the time. I mean, that's pretty awful.
Awful. Sometimes it's like little prickly needles, but when it's really hurting, it's like hot glass.
Wow.
That's
And
that's the way I can describe it. I don't know. I guess other people may describe it different, but I just suffered in silence, and especially at night, it would be so bad. And I did have medication for it that I would only take if it was really, really bad at night. I would take it, but not take it every day. I just refused. And so I am so thankful to Genevieve Banks-Giles for introducing me to this technology.
Wow, Shirley, thank you for your story. What a great story. You girls, some of you guys are going to have to come to my Wednesday patching party and give your stories, okay? They're so good. And with that, let's well, I don't even think there needs to be any more said, but let's go ahead and go back to the website and once again, if you're a guest, put your name in chat so we can raffle some of this product for you. I mean, it really is life-changing. And I'm going to take us back to the Now site. And what I want you all to do is, once again, you're going to go to tonight, startx39now.com, because I know you're going to want to do some of your own research. So watch the first video on light. It's only 1 minute. And the second video on how X39 activates your stem cells. It's only 2 minutes. And then I just wanted to show you some other pictures. Look at this man. He was bald and gray and even had a gray eyebrow. Now look, his hair went black. He's not bald and even his eyebrow went black. If that's not regenerating, I don't know what is. Look at this woman's décolleté. We can all say that she looks like a décolleté of, I'd say, a 75-year-old. This is the same woman. Look at how supple her décolleté is now. I mean, I would say, look at Gia's face. It's the same concept. X39 just brings the collagen back. This is an interesting example. This little boy's finger, he was only 8. It got cut off. They went to the doctor. The doctor said, you know what? It's too late. If I sew the finger on, it will die. They said, do it anyway. And the doctor did. And it did die. 2 months later, the X39 regenerated that little boy's finger. You know, we were just talking to, hold on, let me just mute all. Give me 1 second. We were just talking a minute ago about Shirley's feet feeling like walking on glass because of neuropathy. Well, why that happens is because her nerve is pinched. This is an example in the C7, the neck, but hers is probably happening in the L5, her lower back. And so you might want to surely try an X39 right on your L5, right above your butt, on your spine, and then the Aeons under the feet like you do, and then the energy under the feet. I love that concept. You might also want to try some ice wave. I think those are really interesting combinations. But look what happens. The reason she gets neuropathy is because the nerve isn't feeding her muscles. And that causes pain usually all the way down the leg, the hip, the knee, down the calf. And then the feet underneath start to go numb, tingling, and prickly to, now I understand, even worse, like walking on glass. And so look at how the X39 opens up her nerve, her nerve. It's flowing correctly. And so that's one of the reasons we do so good with neuropathy. This is an interesting example. This is an example of an open heart surgery. That is a scar. It looks like a football with a lace on it. I know. The next picture is a year after the surgery, and the last picture is 1 month after using X39. And look at the scar is basically gone. This is an example of curvy back, scoliosis. Look at how it straightens back up. Her back is going straight again. Ladies, none of us want turkey neck. Look at that. And look at how it went away. This is an example of psoriasis, very angry skin. Look at how it calmed down. And lastly, this lady's from Australia. Oops, that went too big. Shoot. So, oh, that's how you do it. This lady's from Australia. We could all agree day one, she's in her 50s. Look at her face is sunken in. She has dark circles under her eyes. Her skin is kind of a weird color. And one year on X39, look at her. She looks like she's 16. That doesn't look like the same person. All her collagen came back. And lastly, this is a wild story. This guy's a snowboarder. He had an interview on day 3. He crashed and burned on his snowboard. And 3 days on X39, look at his face. And you can tell he made it to his job interview. So I love pictures. Now, you can go further down. This is the owner of the company, David Schmidt. He's the owner, inventor, and CEO. He's 60 years old. Look at him. He looks good. He started developing these technologies in 2004 with the energy enhancer. That energy patch was made because the Navy called David and said, we need a way to keep our guys up at night without stimulants. And he said, well, let's use the energy. He developed the energy enhancer. Well, that was all the way back in 2004, and he was ahead of his time. Nobody understood light technology. And the company was very small. It was only doing about 50 million a year. But at the same time, he started working in 2008 at the University of Ireland on stem cell research on animals and humans. And after 10 years and 70 global patents later, he figured out how to use light peptides to activate stem cells. And that is the X39 technology. And that was the perfect storm of light and stem cells. Today, the company just hit $600 million and is up 42%. You cannot be that big if the product isn't helping people. And what's interesting is that, a lot of people are talking stem cell injections. You can't get them in the US, but you can go to Europe or to Mexico. And they're about $10,000 an injection, and they use cord blood. And we moms know, remember when we gave birth and they cut the cord, and then they would either throw it out or they saved the cord blood. Well, now they use that cord blood for stem cell injections. And what's interesting is that it is young stem cells, but it's not your own, and it's very expensive, and it dies in 12 weeks. And then you have inflammation, of course, which loves to eat the stem cells. So I like to say, wouldn't you rather use X39, activate your own to work young, and then use Aeon to reduce inflammation? And together, for less than a cup of coffee a day, you're going to have better results than something a lot more expensive. We are patented. You can see we activate stem cells by elevating GHK copper peptide. And we do things like improve energy, reduce inflammation, manage pain, elevate collagen, and wound heal. What I love is that so many stories match the patent. Lastly, if you really are interested, watch the 18-minute video. This is by David Schmidt, the owner, inventor, and CEO. And he explains in depth how X39 works. When Dr. Rhonda had me watch this video, I knew I would never go a day without this technology. Lastly, you can go to the middle of the site. And this is David Schmidt doesn't stop at X39. And I love that we have a product summary sheet and a price list. So let's look at this first. And of course, we already talked about X39, the workhorse of the line. It activates the stem cells. Aeon reduces inflammation because when Aeon and X39 are combined, inflammation is reduced, protecting your newly activated stem cells. So they go really hand in hand. I like to call this the dynamic duo. You always start with these two first, and then you can layer some other patches on based on what's going on with you. X49 elevates AHK in the brain and the heart. Anybody that has brain issues or heart issues, you want to add this. It also grows bones, ladies, reduces blood pressure, and it builds lean muscle mass. Men love this for performance. Alavita grows collagen, and we like to call this the mini facelift. Ice Wave breaks the connection of pain. We heard Gia talk about that, headache gone. They put the brown patch where she hurt the most on her head and the white patch 3 inches away. Most people's pain goes away from an 8 to a 3, anywhere from 10 minutes to 1 hour. Glutathione, I think all the girls talked about that. Genevieve talked about that on her husband's knee. Take that, all the toxins, and eat that pain away. Well, glutathione is your master antioxidant and your master detoxification pathway. So it's going to pull out all the yuck, fungus, mold, virus, toxins, metals, bacteria, yeast, Roundup, all that yuck that we hold in our body. Glutathione you'll have the most detox from, but I also think it's one of the reasons so many of us have such bright skin now. We've detoxed all the yucky stuff out of our body. And if you have any virus left over from, it pulls virus. It also helps pull some of the crazy vaccines, side effects of some of that stuff too. Glutathione's no joke. Carnosine is the protector of all your organs, your heart, your brain, your lungs, your eyes, your pancreas, your liver, everything organs it's going to protect. It really loves your organs. Energy, we talked about that, burns 600 calories in a day extra just by wearing this. And you put the white on the right and the tan on the left. Most people like it right on their pecs or on their hands. Or if you are Shirley, she's wearing it under her feet to cool off the neuropathy. That was news to me. This activates the lymph system and gets everything moving. So that actually doesn't surprise me that it got your nerves moving correctly too. I think that's very fascinating. Silent Night elevates melatonin for a good night's sleep. And guess what, ladies? If your men snore, give them Silent Night. In 3 days, snoring will be gone. And also helps sleep apnea. Lastly, SP6, a lot of you ladies are on this. This is controlling your blood sugar, your food cravings. If you've had any issues with your pancreas, it's going to control this. I mean, a lot of people are using pharmaceuticals now to control blood sugar and weight when you could do it naturally without any harm with SP6. So I want you to get with the person who brought you here, and they'll help you understand what's the best pack for you to get and why. And I'm putting this in chat, and then I'll go ahead and show you the price list, and then we'll do some drawing. And then we have a little bit of time, maybe 5 minutes, where I can answer some questions if you guys want me to. So let's go ahead and go to our price list. So I love this because it really gives you a good idea. X39 is 30 patches, so it's a 30-day supply, 12 hours on to activate and repair. You throw it away, 12 hours off, and then you go the next day and put another one on. Retail, 1X39 is $149.95. But the wholesale packs are such a better deal. You can buy those one time and you can upgrade one time only, and they all have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So the core pack is $295 for the individual. The advanced pack is double the inventory for the family, and the premium, well, that's big business builders. You have a huge family, or you might have have clients and you need inventory. So what I love is if you look at the blue football or the table, you can see that 1X39, 1X49 equals 1 point. One sleeve of any supportive patch is 0.5, and the Alavita skincare is 1.5. So let's do that. You could get 1X39, 1 point. You could get 2 Aeons, 0.5, 0.5. That's 1 point. You could get an Ice Wave 0.5, and you could get a Glutathione 0.5. You could get all those patches. That adds up to 3 points, and that was 5 sleeves of patches for $295. I like to say, why not get a really good deal and put the water on the fire? And then do 1X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated. So it's $295.99. And then you just put your information here, your credit card, and you get your product ordered. What you're going to do is you're going to get with the person that brought you here, and you're going to tell them what it is that you want. And then they'll put it in the LifeWave system, and LifeWave ships it to you in 5 days. So with that, Denise, let's do some raffles. We have some X39 going out to our guests. They're going to get a cute little envelope with all the information cards. Why? Well, because you know what? By the time you go home and all of this, you're going to be like, what did that girl just say? And then you'll get one of these in the mail, and it's going to remind you, and you're just going to read it all. And then you're going to see startx39now.com, and you're going to go, oh yeah, that's where I go. And inside will be a 10-day supply of X39. So Denise, how many are we giving away today? Oh, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay, I have 6 names. I have Sakita Simmons. Wait a minute.
Are we putting them in a little raffle?
Yes, here's a little container,
Oh, this
but
is
I
the
want to
funnest
make,
one.
I
Yes.
want to make sure that I don't forget anyone or that, So after I call the names, if I'm missing anyone, please just unmute yourself and just tell me your name. Okay, I have Sakita Simmons, Joseph Mott, Oliver, Kimberly Diata, Arthur Manigault, and Shauna. Am I missing anyone? Okay.
Any other
Sylvia.
guest? Unmute yourself. Did we get Sylvia?
Okay, Sylvia, let me put Sylvia's name in the little pot here. Let's see. Who else?
Anybody else?
Genevieve.
Well, are these for
They're
guests?
guests. So these are the
These are
guests.
just for guests.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay,
Sorry, sweetie.
disregard.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. This is for our guests. All right.
Yes.
So how about we pick 4? Let's pick 4 guests. So let's do our first one right now. Yay, right? You got a
Okay,
really
here we
good
go.
chance.
Drum roll. We have Joseph Mott.
Joseph Mott, you're the winner of an X39. Now, a 10-day supply. So what you're going to do, make sure, I'll put this in chat. You need to email janjrand@gmail.com. That's janjrand@gmail.com. And Jan is in charge of all my logistics. And she's amazing. And you're just
All
going to
right.
email her that you want a 10-day supply of X39, and you're going to send her your name and your address. And she's going to put that in the mail for you. If you do not email her, you won't get your patches. So let me say that again. Jan, Jan, write it down, everybody. J Rand, RAND @gmail.com. And if anybody has trouble with that, you can also, of course, go to Denise and she'll make sure everything happens. Let me go ahead and put Denise's phone number in chat as well, just so we have it. She's here to be of service for everybody. So if you
Yes.
need that, let me put her number in there. And she can help you as well. Where are you, Denise? Denise Brown. There you are.
You want me to just give it to you?
I got it. 678
Okay.
852 4111. I just want to make sure everybody knows that there's people here to help you. So Denise helps the whole team and makes sure everyone gets the right credit. And if you can't figure out how to email Jan, she'll help you. And if you can figure out to email Jan, well, Jan will get those mailed out. She's very timely. That's Jan, Janj, Rand, RAND @gmail.com. Who is our next one?
Our next one is Oliver.
Oliver, you're the winner of a 10-day supply of X39. You're going to email janjrand @gmail.com, your name and address. Who's next?
Okay, the third one we have is Kimberly Diata.
Kimberly, you are the winner of an X39. Email janjrand @gmail.com. We have one
Thank
more.
you.
Who's it going to be? You're so
The
welcome.
last one we have is Sylvia.
Sylvia, you are the winner of a 10-day supply of X39. You're going to email janjrand @gmail.com. Congratulations. I so hope that you enjoy your gift. I gift 10 days because that's what Dr. Rhonda gifted me to change my life. I hope it can change yours as well. So with that, is there any questions? Sometimes people want to ask me, well, what if I have this? What are the best patches? Or my friend has this. What should I wear and where should I wear them? Or what are the contraindications? Or do I drink water with these? Like, I can answer anything and know that sometimes the first question causes fear, so nobody wants to ask. But once the first person asks, everybody seems to ask, and then it helps everyone when you ask. Or you can ask the question in chat. Either way, So or if I've done so well, you have no questions, that's okay too. So why don't you let me know if there's any questions tonight? Any question? And let me just go up through chat to see. Shirley says she can't wait until her L5 is totally renewed. Me too. And I'm just seeing if any other questions? And you may also ask a question for someone, Denise or Pam or Guy, if anybody has questions about anything. And if you don't have questions, do you want me to give you 5 minutes of like really cool stuff? 5 minutes of cool stuff? Okay, so 5 minutes of cool stuff. First of all, make sure you drink half your weight in water, okay, in ounces. That means that water and light work as a perfect circuit together. Make sure you do that. Also, the only contraindication is if you have a liver transplant, okay? Also, light in your body dose perfectly. So the only thing that can happen is these stem cells put you back like you're 20, and then you can lower your medication. So work with your doctor on that. Lastly, I'm just going to tell you, because so many of you seem to wear some of these different patches. I'm going to tell you the best patches for what real quick, and you should write this down because I'm going quick. For the brain and heart, it's X39 Aeon, X49, and carnosine. For weight loss, it's X39 Aeon, SP6, and energy. For neuropathy and pain, it's X39 Aeon and Ice Wave. For detox, immunity, just immune support, antioxidant support, virus load support, you know, all of that. It's X39 Aeon, Alavita, carnosine, and glutathione. Oh, for skin, X39 Aeon, Alavita, glutathione. Well, I think that's a lot. So I thought those might be kind of fun for you to kind of just write those down. So with that, I hope you all had a great night. Thank you so much for coming to the patching party. If you had a good time, tell the girls that you want to do it again. I'm in if you are all in. And what you do is the next time we have one, you invite all your friends too, because you know what? They can learn about this technology and they can get free gifts as well. So why not have the patch find someone that you love like it found you today? With that, Denise, Pam, Shirley, Gaia, thank you, Jotisha, and Guenevere, thank you so much for having me. And I do not think Darcel and Charles and Edgar are here tonight, but make sure they know that I really appreciate everything that you are doing to help your friends in Atlanta. And I love you all. And thank you so much. So
We love you back.
have a great night. And
Thank
we'll
you.
do it
Thank
again.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye now.
everybody.